Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Dragonheir video. I'd like to thank Dragonheir for making this channel possible. And Dan, we're going to be looking at a beastly Vortex team today. First time I've really explored the test server and pulled together a team where I'm just like, we're just trying to do stuff here. We're trying to get the best heroes that I think will complement each other for an absolute banging team. I've been chatting to Never in the background. I've also had Van Horn Gaming coming in, and we've been kind of like spitballing ideas. They've been supporting me with different build ideas as well because they're more experienced at the game than I am. And we kind of landed on a really, really fun team. I've not tried it yet on the highest level of Vortex. That's going to be today. That's going to be right now in this video. But this is not going to be the, I guess, free-to-play friendly version, but it is going to be the pushing the limits type of version of team because, you know, in Season 4, we're going to get that new enraged Vortex where people are really trying to pump their teams up to the max. I guess the only thing I don't really have on the test server is, you know, the ability to do like the inspiration boost and that type of stuff. But otherwise, I get champions. I get, you know, my psychic core is maxed out in the areas that I want it to be. So we're able to kind of like do what we want in terms of that. I get some gear that I just roll up. I'm still looking for the lucky dod rolls and that type of stuff. That doesn't change, but I do have way more resources on the test server to be able to try stuff out. What are we doing then? We're going to do a Vortex team around the Radiance and Lightning groups, and my main tank, even though I'm stacking this with like top tier heroes, Darius still in there. I actually did a video showcasing Darius the other day. Such a good epic. So damn good. Anyway, what have I done? I built him with a lot of defense. We've got his best artifact, the Gatekeeper's Staff, basically giving him a shield whenever he overheals, which is super sweet for him. It's almost like a man-made artifact for him because his ult is constantly doing this heal, so he's getting additional shields on top of that. In terms of his gear, I've got the 3-piece, which is giving me the damage reduction, the Oasis Guardian set, and then we've got the 1-piece, which is basically giving me increased healing and shields, which again gives me more shields again. So, and we're just stacking defense up on him. Next support in the mix is going to be our Dref. So she has got, what set we got here? This is the Ancestral Protection set. So she's basically doing damage reduction on one of my allies. And then we've got the Supreme set here with the Impregnable ability. So when the wearer gains a buff, chance that it won't be able to be ripped off. She's bringing the Hourglass as well, which gives us more skill haste, just so we can get through our abilities quicker. And then she's basically in there as the kind of ally healer. She's giving us defense up, and we're timing steal so that we kind of basically got defense up all the time. The other person who I've got in, I just remembered I stole some of his gloves, actually. I need to put some new gloves on him. So yeah, basically Sagamir is my third member. So Sagamir is giving me that additional defense buff as well as debuff immunity. It's also landing the decrease attack on the boss. I've got him with the Witch's Remains as well so that we get the defense penalty going onto the boss. And then this dude just coming in there, he's basically just ripping him up. I do have him with 50% crit rate, so it's okay. It's not brilliant, but it's kind of going to do some damage. He's not really in there for damage though. He's mainly in there to land those debuffs and give us our buffs. And then we're setting up the damage. Now, this is the hero that I just pulled on my main, and it kind of inspired me for this team. I really wanted to show Orfena in her like top state, or in a team that could deliver her top state. She does a lot of damage by herself, by the way, but if I can keep this electrocuted debuff on the boss basically all the time, it's going to allow people to ignore the defense of the boss, and we're also going to get this attack speed buff as well. So basically all of my damage, I've got this single piece where you do more damage if there's a defense penalty out there. And then we've got the two main damage dealers here with the Echoes of War. So we've got the, no, sorry, just this one, I think. Gains 50% attack speed. Whenever basic attacks trigger a crit, the current damage dealt is increased by 10%. So basically crit caps, not quite, but there's so many things I need to do. So I need the accuracy at a level that I'm going to land my debuffs, and we're trying to keep stuff going as well. And then she pairs so well with Pacunte, who basically just ramps his damage with over time with that kind of defense penalty going on. So he's got, I've got his exclusive one here, the Pacunte exclusive, ignores 35% of the target's defense, while the damage bonus ratio provided by each stack of overwhelm is increased by 4%. So we've got defense down, we've got ignore defense, we've got more ignore defense. He's basically doing true damage, not far off. We've got the 3-piece set here. When releasing ults, gain more damage. And then obviously this piece that I just spoke about. Near enough crit capped with a lot of crit damage and ready to rock and roll. Right then, let's get into the fight. So firstly, we definitely want the skill timing done. So we're going to go against Vortex level 4. Shame actually on the test server, they got bonus up for necrotic damage. So that's not going to help us. Allies gain attack up. So that's not going to be helping us too much, but never mind. In terms of setup, obviously we've got Garrus and the horse at the front. We've got a Fenner within range of the healing to get that boost. And then Pacunte back here. We have got the skill timings here. So we're going to wait until 27 seconds for Garrus's first cast and then 13.3 after that. The 2 damage dealers are the same. Wait 21.5 and then 20-second intervals. We've got 17.1 on Ardref, then 13.3. And then the horse, 21.39 and 20-second intervals. So let's get this rocking and rolling. See what sort of damage we get away. So obviously all of those timings are basically meaning that we're going to land our debuffs at the right time against the boss. And we're going to land our buffs at the right time to kind of get maximum damage. So we've got the electrocute out there already. That should start to boost the Pacunte damage. We get the debuffs out before we take a slam. And you can see now we should keep these debuffs up pretty much for the whole fight, or at least in intervals at the right time. And we should start to stack some pretty serious hits already, which is cool to see actually. Damn, we're keeping that electrocuted up basically the whole time. Just constantly being reapplied. Let's see what the damage is looking like. 55% for Pacunte, near enough 60, and Orfena coming in close to 40. So they are the damage. Everyone else is just like that. Was I wearing crit rate gear? They don't care. It's not needed. So pretty nutty. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to let this one play through. Comment down below. How much damage do you think we're going to do with this team? And yeah, and also hit the like, hit the sub if you liked content from this channel. Let's let this roll. Okay, absolutely mind-blowing. 180, nearly 119 million damage kicked out by this team. Bakunte doing 57% of that. 68 mil by himself. We got another 40 odd mil from a Fenner there, and everyone else was just in there for the ride. Look at the healing from Darius. Absolutely insane. So there you go. That is by far the best Vortex team I've created. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.